Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Ole Influencia. As I always say, I am back with a bang. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. As you can see by the title of the video, I'm going to be talking about how I beat depression. So let's get. It was in 2019, around August, when I was diagnosed with depression. And as you know, that depression is a mental health disorder that is characterized by a depressed mood that impairs your daily life, so there are multiple causes to it, definitely, from biological causes to psychological causes to social causes as well. For me, it was mostly social causes. I was going through a lot, I can say, from family issues. There was a lot happening at home, which I will not go much into detail about, and there were also financial stresses there. And as you know, my previous video, I spoke about the scam that happened to me. It was really a devastating time. And I remember at that moment as well, I was going through a breakup. So there was a lot of things happening all at once. Imagine, it's family problems at home. There was something going on with my mom. My mom was not in a good space, and obviously it would affect me. And there were financial stresses as well. I'm still doing my master's even now, and I had to pay and so on. And also the scam that happened, and also you going through a breakup all in the same time. So it was a lot for me to take in. And I started noticing that actually something is wrong when I started having no interest in my job. I was doing my internship, and I would sometimes not go to work. I would wake up with a really low mood, and I would decide not to go to work and stay in bed the whole day. And those of you who know me, you know that I'm enthusiastic about things. I look forward to things, doing things, but at that point in my life, I did not find interest in anything. And sometimes I would be at work and I would not cope with the tasks that I'm given. So it was too much for me. At school, it was even worse. I could not finish some of the things that I had to do. I could not now focus on my schoolwork. My relationships as well were suffering. It was a whole lot of things happening, until a point where I was also feeling a little bit suicidal. I felt like nobody cares about me. Even if I could die, people will get over it over a week. So that was really bad. It was affecting how I think, how I see life, the overview of life itself. So that is when I started thinking I should seek for help, and I consulted. I know a lot of people usually wait or think they should go to a private hospital to go and consult with a psychologist or so on. But I decided to go to a public hospital, and even there you can find psychological help. So I consulted with a psychologist, and I started going for my sessions, which was helping more because I could be much more aware of the problems that I was going through, and I was able to speak up, and talk to somebody. Because sometimes you feel like, my family is here, but I can't really talk to them. Maybe they will not relate, maybe they won't understand, maybe they will judge me. Even with friends, you feel like, okay, I cannot open up to them to tell them that I'm depressed, because maybe they won't understand. Most of the time when you tell somebody that you're depressed, you get somebody telling you, oh no, you should get over it. It's not as easy as that. So reaching out and going to the psychologist really helped me. And I thank God that at that particular moment, my supervisor was very supportive, because I reached out to her to say, I'm not coping at all, I'm not good. And you can see that it's kind of affecting my work, because now I cannot deal with the tasks that I'm given at work. Sometimes I don't come to work and so on, not feeling good, having an emotional breakdown or so on. So she was so much supportive to say, no, let me refer you now to a hospital, where you can get psychological help. Then she just wrote me a letter to refer me there. Then I went there, started consulting with the psychologist, started our sessions. And it was much more helpful having that support from work. And what helped as well is that when I started talking to the psychologist, it really helped me to now reach out to my friends. Remember, I did not have interest in anything. So it helped me to reach out to my friends to tell them that I'm going through this and that, because at that moment or at that period, I was not talking to anybody about what I was going through. I could just say I'm not well, but not really talking about what was happening with me. So it helped me to reach out to my friends. I remember my other friend as well, I used to go to her house most of the time during that period. So I would tell her how my sessions were. It really helped me. And there were other friends from church as well who I was talking to. So getting that support and getting that people behind you, people who are praying for you and not judging you, it was really helpful. And the other thing as well, besides taking antidepressants, because I was also put on antidepressants, but the other major thing that helped me was now getting back to say, what can I do with my life? Yes, I'm going through this. Yes, this is happening in my life, but now what can I do to find meaning in life? Then that is when I started a YouTube channel. I was like, you know what, I want to start a YouTube channel, and I actually want to tell people and share with them about my story, about what happened to me. And the major thing of starting my YouTube channel was because of the scam. I was like, I want to tell people of how you can easily be scammed, because I think that was the major trigger, because all along, yes, I was depressed, and now these things happen on top of all the problems, all the underlying issues that are happening. Now comes this big thing, like a bombshell, you know. And it gave me that thing, oh, I'm going to start my YouTube channel, I want to tell people about this. And that is when things started to move right along for me, you know, bit by bit. It's a journey. You won't get up exactly the same day after your therapy, but it's an ongoing journey. You need to work on yourself and be intentional about it, to work on yourself so that you can be strong and you can reach out to people, and you can finally restore your relationships, work on them, you know, with the support, of course. And that was pretty much what helped what was helpful for me. I know other people rely on antidepressants as well, which is okay. I mean, if your therapist has put you on or prescribed or recommended medication for you, and your doctor gave you medication, then it's okay. It's totally fine. But as well, exercising helps. We always tell people that if you are not on antidepressants, then exercising is actually good for you. You know, being active actually helps you in beating depression. Having your support system also helps. Reach out to go to your public hospital, even if it needs to be, you know, go there and consult. You can consult actually for free, you know, instead of going to private hospitals and paying. So that was helpful for me. And of course, I cannot give credit to people only, but I have to give credit to God, because people were actually praying for me at that particular moment. I thought it was over, but you know what they say, it's a continuation of life. Here I am, I beat depression. I was suicidal. I'm no longer suicidal at all. I was suffering from anxiety as well from that point, especially after the scam happened. I had a lot of anxiety as well. But here I am now. I am okay, because I finally spoke about it. I finally reached out to people. I finally reached out to seek for psychological help, and it really helped me. So comment down below. Tell me how you beat depression, if you had depression, if you've suffered from any mental health illnesses. Tell me how you coped. Tell me how you found ways of coping, how you found ways of having meaning into life. And if you know somebody who's suffering, here is help for them. Tell them, be there for them. Tell them to go and consult and seek help, you know. So from me to you, I love you so much. Mwah.